The two packages that I investigated were the Holland House Almond Fingers package and the Oreo Strawberry Cream cookies. The Holland House package was the more sustainable of the two, even though it does not use a recyclable material. The packaging for the Holland House Almond Fingers is tight-fitting and uses minimal materials. The Oreo Strawberry Cream cookie packaging is the less sustainable of the two packages I examined. It uses both internal and external packaging. The internal packaging, of which there are three, is a foil plastic-based substrate. This substrate is not recyclable or biodegradable. The external carton for the Oreo Strawberry Cream cookies uses a non-recyclable cardstock. Nowhere in their carton is there information regarding the sourcing of the materials, such as a certification from the Forest Stewardship Council. There is also no information regarding the recyclability of the packaging, so it's safe to assume that it is not sourced from sustainable sources and is not recyclable. There were several considerations when redesigning the package. The first was using a more sustainable substrate. The internal packaging could be created using a sustainably sourced, biodegradable or recyclable substrate, such as a plant-based plastic. The external packaging should be using a sustainably sourced cardstock, such as FSC certified 100% post-consumer recycled cardboard. A single colour plant-based ink for the printing on the packaging would also mean that the ink did not have to be stripped from the carton before it could be recycled. This would reduce the amount of environmental pollutants required in the recycling process. The amount of material used was also a significant consideration in the redesign of the package. By redesigning the external packaging, the same amount of contents could be contained using less substrate for the carton. Redesign of the external packaging would also mean that there would be less cardstock required. The amount of overlap could be reduced, and the amount of hot glue required to assemble the package could also be reduced. Distribution and transportation of the product was also a significant factor in the package redesign. Tight-fitting packages for round objects, such as cookies, mean that there is a significant amount of space between round packages wasted in transport and distribution cartons. This meant that a square carton that tessellated perfectly without wasted space would be a more efficient way to transport the product. Marketing considerations were also significant. There needs to be enough space on the external carton to contain all the required information. Nutritional information, barcodes, marketing messages and branding are an important part of packaging. By adding design features that do not impact significantly on sustainability, the carton can also be made stand out more from competitors. A sustainably packaged product also allows the brand to incorporate sustainability and environmental messages into their marketing message. For the final design, it was clear that switching to a recyclable or biodegradable package for the internal packaging would mean that there would be less waste bound for the landfill. The internal packaging was important to remain as it maintains the freshness of the product. The final die line uses less substrate than the existing carton, whilst allowing the same amount of contents to be contained within the package. The new die line also has a footprint that still fits together neatly, reducing the amount of waste between packages. There is a reduction in the amount of glue required, meaning that less glue has to be stripped before the product can be recycled. This is a sustainability improvement, as hot glue is a contaminant in the recycling process, and the less hot glue there is, the easier it is to remove. The final design of the new carton also has enough space to contain all the required information for the product. After considering several design options, the new packaging design is much more sustainable than the current package. It uses a more sustainable substrate and reduces the amount of materials required to produce the package. It also reduces the amount of materials that are likely to end up in a landfill. By using biodegradable internal packaging and recyclable external packaging, none of the material from the packaging is landfill bound. By using a rectangular shape, the transport and distribution costs for the product and the environmental impact of transport and distribution are not increased.